Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin, and this time we are talking apparel from the folks at Oakley, and you know what that means. There's going to be a lot of technology involved. And I'm joined by Toby Winters and Jim Fitzpatrick. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. We're stoked.
Once again, 2009, Oakley's known for fashion. Oakley's also known for technology, and you definitely have technical fabrics going on this year.
Absolutely, 100% technical line across probably about 3 different material stories, hybrids, polycotton blends, and also using Kokona again in their brand material called Minerale. So top to bottom, price point to our highest MPs, all technical line throughout all the even the bottoms also.
And I mean, Jim, when you're talking Oakley, you're definitely always talking about technical fabrics, and to be able to use things going from poly to Kokona means you're still going from totally man-made to natural fibers.
Exactly. One of the things that's exciting for us at Oakley is that Oakley has a tremendous brand equity with the consumer, and for us to move from the interest of the consumer in eyewear into our apparel line has been very successful for us. And one of the things is that the whole line shows the personality of golf apparel with just a little bit of an edge, and that's kind of the Oakley vibe. And the other part of Oakley, like you mentioned, is the technology. And one of the things that we're very proud of is that everything that you'll see from us in the line is a performance-based fabric, from the bottoms through all of our polos and even in our outerwear. And the thing that you mentioned about Minerale, that's also a very, very green fabric, which means it's eco-friendly in the manufacturing process. The other thing that Toby mentioned is that what Oakley does is we are presenting a tremendous value to the consumer. We are offering them the highest performance fabrics at a very, very great price point.
Well, and
really great price.
That's the one thing, is when you talk about having performance fabrics, there is a lot of work that goes into before the manufacture. It by its nature, being more technical, is going to cost more than a shirt that is just plain cotton. But that said, you're able to translate that not at a high price point.
Exactly. One of the things that we want to do is we've designed a line that bridges a pretty broad age group, and we want to be able to offer product for everybody that's in there, from the young guy to the more mature golfer. And if you look at our line, you'll see that we have some traditional designs with just a little bit of an edge to it, and then we have some rather young designs or more athletic or aggressive designs, but still in the context that a conservative person can wear and feel comfortable in. So I think we've done a really, really good job in communicating the Oakley personality and still being very, very attractive to a somewhat traditional sport such as golf.
Well, and Toby, I mean, you've seen it out on the tour. It's gone from outfits that maybe players wouldn't be seeing, or maybe you'd see some of the players from Europe wearing, to now there is a nice stable of Oakley players that are wearing Oakley every week out on tour.
Absolutely, and basically what I like to call it is wearable fashion. So something that's not too far out there. There's some crazy outfits out on tour that obviously your everyday player is not going to wear. So we try to fall right in between there, where it's wearable fashion, where it makes sense to where you're not just making pure fashionable statement, but you're making an athletic with a fashion statement behind it. So. Yeah, we definitely try, like Jim was saying, to appeal to many customers. And I always like to talk about the eyewear part of it too, as far as we appeal to a lot of age groups out there on the eyewear side. So, for instance, when you get into some stripes, maybe this is more your radar flak jacket type person. And then you get into your colored walk and pieces like that are going to be more maybe your lifestyle sunglass guy on the course, rather than trying to really wear a performance or a sports specific piece of eyewear. They're more concerned about the style of the piece that's on their face, as opposed to wearing just a basic stripe. So we kind of have that same roadmap as far as apparel. We need to appeal to a wide range of people, especially in the golf communities. So trying to tap getting young youthful players out there, but also their dads. We're okay with that. We need all ranges of players.
Well, it's funny you say that, because it goes from the player and the fashion that maybe viewers wouldn't notice on tour to then something like we recently saw at the U.S. Open with Ricky Barnes, where it's Oakley. It screams Oakley, and there's younger viewers out there that are like, that's what I want to look like on the golf course.
Yeah, it's been really exciting from the apparel standpoint to see a lot of the younger guys coming out there wearing something besides just a traditional stripe or a solid shirt. It's given the guy that is more fashion conscious the freedom to dress that way on a golf course. You know, I mean, if the pros are doing it, must be okay for me to try it too. So you're starting to see guys wearing white pants, which it was always khaki or black or something like that on a golf course, and you're seeing a lot of creativity out there, and actually it's become quite fun, you know, to see a lot of the different looks out there instead of seeing a sea of the same looking guy.
Absolutely. Now, if people want more information on all the different lines from Oakley, they can just get that online at Oakley.com?
Absolutely. And there's some in-depth stuff on what's going on with our fabrications and some of the things that are yet to come. And also on Oakley.com, there's a marketing page in there that'll kind of bring you up to speed on what our athletes are doing. And we've got guys out there that are head to toe with Oakley, from footwear to apparel to eyewear to headwear. It's just it's a great place to be. It really is.
Yeah. I think another important thing about Oakley.com too is there's also a dealer locator link on there. So for me on a local regional side, that's very important. For hopefully go to your local guy too and find them on Oakley.com and find out who's closest to you and support those local green grass locations too that are carrying our product from head to toe now. So there's definitely quite a few avenues now where you can get Oakley golf apparel.
Great. Well, Jim, Toby, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us, you guys.
I want to thank Jim Fitzpatrick and Toby Winters for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to bring you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.